alpha male, giga chad, restraining order. What do these words mean? If you've been stuck in a hole for the last 2 years, you probably have no idea what the hell an alpha male is. So let me clue you in. According to Google, an alpha male is the dominant male in a particular group. They're usually highly intelligent, confident, have a big dick, and generally hold positions of power. Now, in a perfect world, this would be the correct description of an alpha male in everyone's mind. But we don't live in a perfect world, sweetheart. Just ask the Native American. Today, the real definition of what an alpha male is, I think, can be perfectly summarized by these three gentlemen: Andrew Tate, Kevin Samuels, and TikTok. Let's start with Tandrew 8. Four-time world snuggling champion Andrew Tate popped onto the scene in 2022. He gained fame through stating wild opinions on his podcast, the Fresh and Fit podcast, his Hustlers University course, and a bunch more shit. I don't feel like listing, you get the idea. All that you need to know is he's popular, has a very young and loyal audience, and he says some crazy shit from time to time. Crazy shit such as, never say you're going to bed. Going to bed is emasculine. Back where you fucking started, Ouija. Somebody has to flip the fucking burgers, dumbass. Mauricio, I can't move it anymore. It's your fault Michael Jackson touched your kid. So obviously I'm just cherry picking some of his funniest quotes. The shit that he says that actually resonates with his young male audience is more along the lines of the hierarchy of power in society, escaping the matrix, cheating on women. He talks about money. He talks about disrespecting women. He talks about business. He talks about degrading women. But what he talks most about is how pathetic the modern man is. There's gonna be a lot of quotes in this video. He paints with a broad, sexist brush this ideal man for his viewers to aspire to be. The alpha.
Imagine one day you're sitting in Paris and having a fucking coffee, and terrorists roll through with AKs, and the person next to you has their brains blown out. You're gonna stand there and be like, waiting to die like a motherfucker. I'm gonna be like, bang, oh, seen that before. Okay, boom, boom, duck and dive in, take one terrorist out, next get the AK, go Rambo, take out all of fucking Pakistan with the G.
You said it, Andrew. And if you can't get behind that, it's probably because you're a bitch. Hey, let's talk about Kevin Samuels, RIP. Kevin is most well known for his Instagram live clips that basically showcase him telling bitches they ain't shit.
I give myself a solid 9.8.
He also indoctrinates his audience with his beliefs of what a real man looks like. Stop me when this starts sounding familiar. If you didn't know any better, you'd probably think both he and Andrew were working together to spread their propaganda, conspiring against the interest of Rome or some shit. If Mr. Tate covers the young male audience, then Kevin here appeals to the older generation, mostly women. In other words, whilst our beloved Andrew is busy with the kiddies, Mr. Samuels is getting jiggy with the cougars. One of the few differences between the two of them is the vocabulary they use, and the fact Kevin's black. Kevin does not subscribe to the idea of an alpha male. The term he's coined is high value man. Now the question might arrive in your little pea brain of what's the difference between a high value man and an alpha male? The difference is this: there is none. I mean, you could argue that the difference is a high value man places more emphasis on his wealth and material possessions, and alpha males is more to do with dominative personality traits. It doesn't fucking matter. It's redundant. You're explaining the same shit. Let's move on. TikTok. This is where it all comes together, folks. So on the left hand, we have a guy promoting to the youth the idea of real men don't show emotions and stop being a beta. And on the right, we have a guy telling us to get our money up and stop listening to these hoes, these Tatianas, these Icky Vickies, these 304s. And both their messages end up getting pushed out, meshed together, cycled, and repeated on TikTok, spawning a whole new generation of codswallopers. I'm talking Fresh and Fit. I'm talking random motherfuckers like this dude. Who are you? So you start to see all these new faces show up with no credibility whatsoever and just echo the shit they heard the big dogs say, but add their own fun little personal trauma to the mix. Like a little bit of seasoning on a steak. Fuck, I'm poetic. Because they're trying to blow up online, they make their opinions as outlandish as possible so that people click on it. They take ideas such as being assertive and just soldier boy crank that shit to the absolute max. So these messages that were at one point good mutate into this toxic mess of romanticizing bullies and abusers pretty much. And the youth who watch this shit take all that in and internalize it as what a real man does, and therefore what they themselves should aspire to be like. And that shit ain't glitty bopping for real. A lot of these kids on TikTok are lonely, they're directionless, probably lack a father figure, and so they latch on to every word people like Andrew Tate and Kevin Samuels say, because everything else in the media is telling them that they're a piece of shit. I mean, just look at what manhood has been degraded to. We have no pure masculine role models in the media anymore. These days, you're toxic for being assertive. You're a creep for feeling the instinct to perhaps protect a woman. Can't you see women don't need your protection, you Nazi? The fuck is wrong with you? They're trying to take what it is to be man and throw that shit in the garbage. Who's they, Bishop? Them. They want to replace masculinity with femininity. But these young men still feel these natural inclinations that are now thought of as crimes, and they don't know what to do. So again, I don't blame these kids for turning to Instagram and TikTok in search of paternal role models or father figures. I don't even blame Andrew Tate or Kevin Samuels for promoting their messages on manhood. In fact, I actually agree with a lot of what they have to say on the subject. But when you look at the external factors that might be motivating them to say some of the more outlandish shit they say, it kind of becomes like, are we sure you're the nigga who should be teaching these kids? Because what they say is sometimes true, but just so far gone from any metric of normalcy that it becomes cartoonish. Especially with Andrew, it gets hard to tell when he's being serious and when he's playing a character. And if it's hard for me, a grown man, to tell the difference, then I can't imagine a fucking kid. There's a fine, blurry line between those two states. You know, shit gets pretty arbitrary. It's like the difference between Riz and sexual harassment. Like this idea that he pushes of real men don't cry, real men don't show emotions, get money, fuck bitches, never trust a hoe. Are you playing a character right now, or is that actually what you think? You know, either way, you can't promote that to kids because that's not what a real man is. As far as I'm concerned, real men show their emotions. You know, they feel not one bit of internal hesitation or cringe at the thought of crying. They don't feel weird or less than when they're sad. They don't feel weird showing love to their fellow man, you know, to their brothers, to their woman, to their children. Real men feel the need to protect, to provide. Real men are leaders, and the best leaders understand that to be a great leader, you must also be a tremendous follower. Leadership, protection, and provision are innate to the soul of a man. And I don't know, maybe that's a real militaristic way of viewing things, but I just feel as though if these were the ideals being promoted to the kids, you might fuck around and see a generation of kinder, happier, more introspective motherfuckers. You feel me, G?
Stroking my dick, I got lotion on my dick.
I'm gonna go ahead and dismount off my high horse now. I'm gonna step off from my soapbox and get back to dancing like a clown. Because that's the real reason why you're here. You didn't click on this video to be preached to by a 19-year-old. You know it, I know it, you know it, I know it more probably. But anyways, if a guy such as myself were to want to undergo the transformation of becoming an alpha giga chad, how would he do it? Well, doofus, if you paid attention to the video you just fucking watched, maybe you would. So our first alpha professor that's gonna spank some knowledge into us is named FitxFearless. He's got a pretty big following, and judging from some of these thumbnails, I think we're gonna learn a lot.
Don't text back all of a sudden. I'm sorry guys, but this is how you beat women at their own game. You gotta beat them at their own game. You can't be texting back all of a sudden. I'm sorry. When you don't text back all of a sudden, you're telling the girl, I don't really care about talking to you. I think I'm better than you. And for some reason, they tend to like you more. I don't know.
Oh, here we go with this game bullshit. Why do y'all feel the need to do this? Like, what's the goal? You honestly think you're gonna find a wife through using the game on little boy? Get real. How'd you meet your wife? I just didn't text her for 47 days. Then she came crawling to me.
Nothing women do is by mistake. Women do not accidentally touch your arm if they think you are for. Women don't accidentally make physical touch with guys that they don't want to get with. When women don't like you, what they do, they find every which way to be away from you. They don't do stuff by mistake, bro.
That reminds me of how me and my girlfriend met. She was the waitress at the restaurant. I was the food eater. She came by with my food, and as she was approaching my table, she tripped over the rug and dumped scalding hot soup into my lap. She said, "Oh my God, oh no, oh Jesus." And I said,
If a girl is your girlfriend, she is your main woman, and she's advertising her body on the internet for other men to look at, that is fucking cheating. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
advertising her body how? Are these naked pictures, or is she literally wearing like a fucking hijab? And okay, by that same sentiment, are you cheating every time you post to the gram? As a dude, you can't just say she's cheating just because she's a woman. Just because she spreads her butt tucks every now and again. Okay, I do the same shit. In fact, I've spread my cheeks on more occasions than I can legally mention. Doesn't mean I can't.
All right, should you cook for your girl? Guys, unless you're a chef and you're like really good and you can use it as a DHV, no, she should be cooking for you, because cooking is a submissive role unless you're like a really good chef and then you're using it to show your skills and it's a part of your repertoire as a man. But if you're just a regular Joe Schmo, your cooking sucks, etc., hell no.
It's been 2 weeks since I've cooked food for my family. We were forced to eat our youngest child, raw of course, as my wife is only capable of cooking a bowl of cereal. We will not survive the winter.
Girl asks your body count, what should you do? Now, what you should do is agree and amplify. Oh, 1,721 last time I checked, ha ha ha. Now, the reason why you don't want to expose it, guys, isn't necessarily for the same reasons that women don't want to expose it. It's because you don't want to give her the pleasure of knowing too much. Women keep their body count away so that they can sell you purity. You need to keep your body count away so you can keep her intrigued. We're very different creatures, guys, and that's why you should not be forthcoming about that to women. You need them to use their imagination, which is actually your best tool against them.
My best weapon against them. Like I'm going to war. Like I put on face paint before telling her that I'm no stranger to fucking. I'd be raw dogging like there ain't no tomorrow. Genghis Khan ain't got shit on me, baby. I will be emotionally unavailable.
Should you date older women as a young guy? No. They're recreational use only, guys. Just like a woman that's in her prime wouldn't date a bum that lives with his mom, you're not gonna date a girl that's older and past her prime. Otherwise, you'll have to settle on women picking you out of necessity.
No. No. Next up, we got Andrew Tate. You knew this was coming. TikTok and Andrew Tate go together like peanut butter and jelly, like toast and cum, like vanilla wafers and hatred. All right, Mr. Tate, show me what you got.
You cheated, you cheated. It's bang out the machete, boom in her face, and grip her up by the neck. Like, shut up, bitch!
Oh my God, I don't even think that's out of context. I don't even think there's any context that could explain that. Jesus Christ, man. Fuck.
So a woman can't go around fucking people and pretend it's the same as a man running around fucking people. It's absolutely not the same. A man can only cheat if he loves someone else. If I have a woman who I truly love, and I go out and fuck, and I come back to her, and I don't care about her, and I only love my girl, that's not cheating. That's exercise. If she even talks to a dude, it's cheating. Because females are emotionally invested. I have no emotional investment.
Oh, that's bull. Wait. Why do I agree with him? It's like something just snapped. Something just broke inside of me. I'm becoming an alpha! My name's Man Testosterone, and I represent the alphas, the Chad. Don't let that little boy in the beginning try to propagandize you. Be like me. Be an alpha. Andrew Tate is my father. I used to be lost, just like you. I used to get bullied in high school, just like you. All my life, people telling me I'm fucked up. Then I found my people, my calling. Now look at me. Out here, fucking these big booty bitches. I'm the one with the ideas and shit. Out here, swinging from vine to vine, butt booty ass naked. Going to my bitches like Tarzan in the fucking rainforest. Us men, we gotta listen to Andrew Tate. We gotta listen to Fresh and Fit. Us as men, we need a fight club. Fucking tired of all these big booty Latina mamas running around talking about subscribe to my OnlyFans. I wanna punch somebody in the face right now. Y'all motherfuckers gotta be more like me. Y'all gotta join my course. Link in the description. It ain't even cost that much. Shit, it ain't even gonna cost you. It's only gonna cost you about $350 per week. That is. I'm gonna leave y'all little bullies off with some words of wisdom that I got from a wise motherfucker, man. Goes something like this. Everybody keeps telling me, you changed. I changed. I changed. I shit my pants. I had to change.